Okay, good morning, good morning. Good morning, YouTube. How are we all doing today? What's up, GJ? GJ looking a bit dead. Sort of failing to hold support above our sort of daily resistance 4-hour level. It's kind of interesting. Maybe we're going to see if we're going to break up a bit later on. I suspect, considering bank holiday, we may just range, but we'll be prepared if we start to push up. Gold daily, so I've come back into this range. Sorry, rather come back to the previous range, top end of this previous range. So we're already starting to see a little bit of reaction here. Whether that means we're gonna start changing structure, we'll see. But obviously we've got new highs formed at this stage. It's our previous level of resistance, so if we're going to continue up, it makes sense to see support forming here, which has already started to form lower time frame. So yes, on the one hand you've got 4-hour momentum this way, you have to remember the higher time frame is doing this at this stage. So at some point we're going to form a solid support, and I think once we do that, if we get a 4-hour candle closing solidly in this way, and then we start to change structure on the lower time frame within that new 4-hour candle, maybe an opportunity to look for support to form. We'll see. Yeah, we already started to sort of break above this resistance, so potentially there's already kind of opportunities already arising as long as we respect this low. Support forming, you could push back to sort of 2000, looking left to this resistance would make a lot of sense. Yeah, could definitely be, you know, potentially as we break in this as an entry, maybe a good shout there. So push up to this main area in 5 minutes. And then even here would have been a solid entry. Stops below there. See if we can get back to this little zone. See if we're gonna break through. But yeah, there's no real, like, we've got no 4-hour or 1-hour confirmation as such. What we do have is a low that's pretty much been formed at this stage. So when you've got this low support being formed, effectively any sort of lower time frame pullback creating higher support is just forming these lower wicks on the hour, respecting this low, and then effectively going to come back up. We may find it starts to create resistance at some stage, we might start coming back down to some extent, but once we start to create that higher support structure on the hour, 30-minute time frame, etc., could potentially be a change in structure. So we could have a good option to then look to sort of test that resistance after seeing this, after seeing that in the market. But yeah, in terms of GJ, a bit dead right now, to be honest. You probably wanted to see options above this level, clearly forming that resistance overnight. let's say a little range, but ultimately breaking above there, little support, easily 850s, and then 65s would be solid. But in my opinion at this stage, this is going to become very, very difficult. But we'll see. You may get a nice solid looking candle. This is our current range. If we start to come back into the range, you might have a little opportunity to sort of push to the top end of the range, but the range is very small. So I can't say I recommend that as an option. But me personally, I would say if we see a break above this level, so 700s, it would make good sense to sort of get to sort of 850s and above. But we know that we've got this area around 65 is going to be massively key. But yeah, when you see candles like this on gold, definitely want to pay attention. I've seen a wick like that. It means you've probably got a little opportunity to get into a trade, especially if you see this sort of clean move up to here. It means you're probably more than likely going to get to there at that stage. But yeah, who we got in the YouTube here today? Got no one saying anything. Maybe get a hello. But yeah, we saw some decent volume in Asian. So we'll see. But yeah, I personally wouldn't be looking for sells on GJ. If you were, then you minimum need to see resistance forming below this previous range as a minimum, in my opinion. You might get down to 164, 250, but that's quite a big ask, personally. Right, come on YouTube, who we got here? No one gonna say anything. Yeah, so I was looking at daily, I was just like, makes a lot of sense to push up, but I had to sort of see how the volume was doing. To know if we're going to get a move in this bank holiday, but it looks like the volume is more just not continuing rather than actually going down as such. It's just failing to continue up basically. But yeah, so we got no one on the YouTube gonna say anything, gonna say hello, or any trades or charts anyone's looking at. But obviously, yes, it's bank holiday, so unlikely that we'll get anything. But it's still good to sit here, plan ahead for the rest of the week. Those who are going to follow and watch every day would sort of know roughly where I'll be looking to get trades, you know, already from a daily time frame. And if we start creating support up and above this level and this area here, sort of 65s, support above there, it's going to give us good opportunities. Start filling these wicks back to the upside and seeing closures above there. There's one key thing that we've got to realize is when you look left, what we're basically rejecting is the low end of this range. This sort of starts around sort of 64.5ish, and then up to here. So that's your daily range to the left. Support. It's your daily range to the left, and even closing up and above, sort of into that range, we're still rejecting. So what I personally want to see is we need to see sort of closures up and above, and then we need to see solid support forming either in the dailies or on the 4 hours solidly above this main low support area. And then longer term we'll definitely have an easy play up to sort of 68, 69s at that stage. I would say that's a fair target. But what we are looking at is this mid-range level here has been clearly important. We can see that. So again, to say that we're going to get to the top end of the range, we need to see solid candles closing up probably above 66 dailies, etc. And then what we'd expect to see, let's do this. So if we get daily candles, I wanted a blue one. Right, if we get daily candles closing above sort of 66, 66 to 50, what we would expect to see then is, if we can pull back, create a support on things like 4 hour, even the daily, even if it's respected from a daily, then you know then at that stage the top end of the range is your very likely targetable area. So that would make sense, right? But we know why these rejections are here.
Hello, brother.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks, mate. Not too bad. Yeah, I think you were right. I don't think we're gonna get anything here today.
I'm sorry I didn't hear you.
Oh, so I said I think you're right. I don't think we were gonna get anything here today.
Yeah, it's a bit slow.
I mean, it was a little opportunity on gold, but wasn't like the best. It wasn't, you know. It's just basically reactions from previous daily zone. I was looking at once this candle started to close outside that range, look for pullbacks to see if we're gonna. So then you go to like 5 minute and 15 minute, and there was a little opportunity there, but it's nothing too amazing. But like I say, you sort of get that closure outside the range here, pull back, form support, solid support at that stage. You could look to take entries here, sort of looking to push up, break through this little resistance, and the sort of target would probably be around the 97 mark. But yeah, you'd want to get to break even sort of as we're maybe breaking through there. Get yourself to break even and see if we're going to hold support, continue that move. But yeah, no, apart from that, gold is pretty, yeah, it's not the best, but that situation, you know, that you could take that very regularly and have a good solid option. But apart from that, yeah, no, GJ is looking pretty dead, to be honest. You would have wanted to have seen support holding above your daily level, breaking through this resistance structure, but now we're starting to basically break down, starting to create resistance within here. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be tough for upside at this stage. So it may push down sort of around to the 300s, but I wouldn't say I'd be selling it. It's not really an option for me to sell it at this point. But yeah, we'll see. So is it you? Because again, on Forex Factory, it doesn't say US bank holiday. Look.
No, I don't think, because gold is open.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking gold's no bank holiday. But it did that on Friday, didn't it? It said that there was a bank holiday, but there wasn't. It said there wasn't a bank holiday, but there was on gold.
Try investing, let me try investing.
But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I'll invest in it is.
We've got some big news coming up this week. We've got CPI USD on Wednesday. We've got a lot of Bank of England speakers. We've got GDP for pound on Thursday. Expecting a small decrease, so again, not very good for recession. We've got PPI for USD, and then we've got retail sales for USD. So yeah, not quite out the woods for economic events, but it seems to be not as bad.
Yeah, maybe.
How was your weekend, bro?
It was pretty chill.
Yeah?
Yesterday I was a little bit sick.
Was
I
you?
am a little bit sick even today, but
Yeah? Just,
yeah,
go on, bro, sorry.
yeah, I have my nose full. I'm a little bit tired, so I don't know.
Yeah, maybe just rest up. Rest up today. You're not working today?
Yeah,
Oh, you are?
yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah.
I got the day off today.
You are free today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the chief decided to put us to work.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe just take it easy, and then when you get home you can rest up.
Yeah, I'll just take it slow. And,
No, absolutely.
so I think that there won't be any London Open today.
I don't know. I mean, last time, even though it weren't quite like London Open, it pushed down, so there was a volume at 8. But it's not like it's going to give us like an opportunity to get into a trade for 8. I mean, if we do start breaking 700s, I mean, for me, I'm not gonna miss that opportunity. but I just don't think we'll have the volume to do that today.
Yeah, that's possible.
Because based on the 4-hour and daily, like ultimately, if we break, so this was our range, yeah, down to here and here, closed outside, we then form this sort of new resistance, but it's like a minor one. So if we break through that, or sort of break the highs, and we get a 4-hour candle looking like that, well, that to me is signaling now we're going to start testing back up to these levels, and then maybe here, but we'll probably get a couple of candles move up, get your daily close above, new one pulls back, creates more support above here, and then we look to go that way. That would be my higher time frame sort of planning. But yeah, YouTube, man. Why you gotta be so dead?
How many people are there?
Well, I mean, I had about 7 people at one point, and now I've got 3, but just not a word. Not even a hello. Right, it's actually mad, you know. Like, but I'm getting the views after the stream. Like, there's the views there after the stream. Like, that means people are still trying to watch, but it's just nothing, you know.
Yeah, that's strange. That's really strange. Maybe they're not available for longer sessions. Maybe they are asleep or something.
God knows, bro. Oh, we got a comment. Lol, it's a holiday. Yeah, it might be a holiday, but I thought the whole point was consistency, right? So if I take a day off today, people are gonna think, he's not even streaming. Anyway, I'm only asking for common courtesy for people who come and join the stream, just to at least say hello, right?
Yeah,
we're planning out trades for the week. Still sitting here giving my time to YouTube, so I don't really see it like that, to be honest. Plus, it might be a holiday, but I've seen plenty of bank holidays have a decent little bit of volume. You know, I have very specific trade ideas. If they come on a bank holiday, then I have to presume there's volume there, right? If they don't come, then I know it's because the fact there's no volume. But either way, when a man's streaming and you've got people watching, is it not courtesy to respond to what he's saying? Or at least say hello? You know, plus, if I want to grow this stream, then how am I going to do that if I ain't on every day?
Yeah,
even if it's bank holiday. Because you never know, someone might learn something still, even though we're not live trading. Because it's not always, this is the other thing, it's not always about live trading, is it? Because if it was, then what would be the point? Like, we're sitting here planning out potential moves for the week, just discussed higher time frame stuff. Do you know what I mean? Someone might get a lot from that, even though it's a bank holiday. They might think, oh no, that makes sense. I can look at that.
Because the analysts are made anyway.
So
Okay. people will learn anyway. It
Yeah,
backs technology or not.
yeah, exactly. No, that's what I'm here to do. I ain't even here. I'm not even here to do live. You know what I mean? I'm not here for live trading. You know, it's not even like people want live trading. Go pay for signals, man. Because I don't care about that shit. I'm here to teach, give free information, discuss trade ideas. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm here for. I ain't here for anything else. You know, I'm not here to spoon feed people and say, oh, get in this trade, get in that trade. What are they gonna learn from that? Nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? This is why there is such a thing as streaming, because most people that stream, they're only interested in getting people to copy their trade so that they come back. But realistically, is that actually doing anything for anyone in the long term? You don't trade gold? I do trade gold. Yeah, definitely do trade gold. That's why as well. We was gonna see what gold's saying today, but I've already sort of discussed gold, what I'd be looking at. I said as well what you potentially could have got involved with, but it was a bit of a weaker confirmation option. Talking about 5-minute entries over here, but yeah, gold is slow today, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not really, you know, it's hard. It's hard right now. If you're gonna take buys, it's very risky, because you're fighting all that downside from the weekend. But at the same time, you're basing ideas off where you are in the market, previous daily zone. That's why this is all marked up here. That's what I was discussing earlier. Once we start to close up and outside, if we get pullbacks and support respecting the low of this range, you could look to target whatever resistance is formed outside here, and that's exactly what happened. But is that the best option for me? No, but I'm just discussing options that I know could be a good option, or things that I would look at if it weren't a Monday. Or for me, is that a good trade on a Monday? No. If that was Wednesday, yeah, I'd probably give it a shot. But for a Monday, I want to see, you know, I want to see this low form. We got a range, maybe come up, create support, look to break, you know, whatever. Just some form of structure at this stage to start to say that, okay, we're now going to head back up, because at this point, clearly seeing some downside momentum at this stage, but higher time frame, dailies, etc., we know we're still doing this. So what does that mean? You can't take buys? No, it just means that you got to be very precise when you're looking for buys, right? Same with, would you sell here? Probably wouldn't sell down here, would you? You probably want to say, okay, if we come back, create another lower resistance on things like 1 hour, 4 hour, then where are we gonna look to target? Well, where this stops. And then for buys, what would make sense for buys? But we know current 4-hour structure is starting to turn more bearish at this stage with lower resistance, etc. Well, for me personally, for buys, I at least want to see a 4-hour candle give us a solid looking rejection. Then if we start to, again, like I say, change structure on the 1 hour, 30, even 4 hour, creating higher levels of support, then it makes more sense we're going to start heading back up. But then we know that as we're heading up, we got to watch previous levels of breakdown, because that's where we may stop, create resistance, and then continue back down in the other way. So we've got to be careful in that at that point. You know, and like I said, if this sort of area gets respected from a support standpoint, then we're gonna continue up that way. You got this as first target, and you got another target over here. But yes, I do trade gold, but I'm very specific with gold entries. You know, so like for example, what I just discussed about that 5-minute option. That's not my type of trade on a Monday. That might come later on in the week when I'm up decent, but I know that to start the week, that's not really going to give me the best option. But you know what I'd be looking for here on GJ would give me a much better option, because now we're taking based off higher time frame levels, continuation in the market. Very, very different than just really just a technical trade. There's more to this than there is gold. Look at the main thing is, right, if you look at structure, let's say on the 30-minute chart, yeah, we're clearly starting to break down at this point. Okay, so this formed here is just a low, right? All I was saying is you can get trade from rejections of the low to try and see if you're going to sort of retest previous structure, which if you look, that's what gold is going to do most of the time. You're going to get these pullbacks from that low to create a low resistance to continue. So for upside, we need to see the opposite. We need to see pull up to previous structure, create that resistance, form support, and then confirm with a break of that resistance, and then start to change trend. So we'll be looking for opportunities around them structure points, right? Depending on your styles, how you're going to trade that. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no problem then. But yeah, that candle's not really anything candle to me, really. But yeah, even if I sat out of my move on GJ, that's perfectly fine. But at least gonna sit here and plan and see what I want to see, right? But yeah, markets in general are very slow today. So that is why we would only look for solid options. You know, this right here to me is not a solid option. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I have some moves over here.
Nasty ass rejection there. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow. I think gold probably give you better volume tomorrow, because I know USD is open, but everything else is pretty much shut.
Yeah. Everything I think apart from USD is closed.
Which is interesting. But then that also potentially means that we could get some volume sort of during MY session for GJ, because that would be more US for US volume, so to speak. But yeah. But yeah. Anyway, guys on the YouTube, where's everybody from? Where are people from? It's always interesting to find out where people are from.
If they speak always.
Sorry, bro.
If they speak them, they have to speak.
Yeah, I know. Just trying to encourage a bit of chat. Get to know the people.
So you look like they're afraid of.
Yeah, no, I mean it'd just be nice to. We want people that are gonna come on regularly, you know, and build. Build that good long-term thing. From Wakanda. I've never heard of that. Where is that? Wakanda.
It's in Africa, I think.
Oh.
Have you seen the Wakanda King, Black Panther?
No.
The movie Black Panther.
Oh, the movie. Oh.
Yeah, he's from Uganda.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. What about everybody else? Where's everyone else from? No one else? It is pretty cool that you can get literally people from all over the world. I like that. That's the one thing I've always liked about streaming.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe large, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll chill for a bit, see what happens.
Yeah.
How's your month going, Donald?
Till now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on break even till now.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a good start, then it went well, but then we'll come back to break even.
Yeah, I think as well it's been a little bit lack of volume as well.
Yeah, it's been a slow week.
Yeah, last week was a bit.
Yeah,
Last
it was
week was
really
alright.
slow.
It just got a bit sort of harder towards the end of the week, didn't it?
Yeah, let's see what this new week will bring.
Mm-hmm.
Even though today is slow, maybe tomorrow we can catch something.
Yeah, no, I don't see why not. From tomorrow we'll have good volume.
Yeah, because everything will open and start as normal.
Mm-hmm.
So I think tomorrow this should be good.
Yeah, trust. Yeah, I think gold. Anything about gold is you might see that it needs to wait for CPI before we start to see some bigger price movements, but then again it might get priced in beforehand, so we'll see.
I think it will move before CPI. And then on CPI go on the opposite direction.
Yeah, very potentially. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow we'll get a few more people coming on as well. It's been a few weeks now since I've been back streaming, so I would expect that a few people would know that I'm back, you know.
Yeah, I just posted regularly on Instagram.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Maybe twice a day, so.
You reckon that much?
Yeah, I think some time on morning when you start and in the afternoon or maybe in the evening to save for tomorrow morning.
Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, everyone on the YouTube though, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're all subscribed to the channel and like the stream. But yeah, trust bro, the stream, when it gets back to like 30 viewers, 20-30 viewers, that's where it starts to get much better. Then you have a regular amount of people that interact, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just growing it back to that. It's going to take a little bit of time, and then it'll be sweet. But yeah, I think 997 should be on the cards, as I was saying earlier. have a look at the higher time frames on gold. Yeah, see the thing is, look at this weekly candle. You're telling me that ain't gonna go like a train if that flips. So it's got no top wick at this stage. It's literally perfectly now pretty much come back to that retest level. Previous weekly resistance. If this weekly candle flips, that's gonna go. But then do we need something fundamentally on gold to drive the price further? I mean, maybe not. Maybe the volume's there. I mean, look at the current monthly candle. It's already made a lower wick at this stage. The only thing was that March's candle couldn't close above that resistance. So in that case scenario, any upside could then just become a rejection later on to respect this. Because I personally think we should have closed into the 2000s in March if we were gonna really now start pushing to make new highs. And I think we probably would have done it by now, but I'm not saying we can't. It's just like, if you look at the last times you sort of come up to these areas, like it just went like a train. There was nothing to stop it. So I don't know, maybe that is doing that. It's just grabbing more liquidity, like what we're seeing here. Maybe we're going to get the liquidity formed and then get a weekly like this. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. We'll see. Oh nice, we've got chip. Been holding a gold buy since 1991. Oh wow, amazing. 91. Yeah, decent. Yeah, very decent. When did you get in? Was that like today, or was that? Yeah, it must have been today, surely. TP 2006. Yeah, 2006 makes sense.
Yeah, there's a small gap over there. I didn't feel yesterday.
Oh, I see. You're going for the gap fill. Yeah, just watch this little level around 2003-ish, 2004-ish as well. Because you got to remember as well, obviously structurally on the 1 hour, this is the new low formed. That's your previous low. So where do we tend to see rejections to continue that way? It's going to be your previous structure. So yeah, I would just watch this level. If it's cool, then it's going to mirror that candle easy. And then yeah, like you say, 2006, it should be on. But yeah, no, decent trade to be fair. We was talking about, I mean, personally I wouldn't have got in at 91, but I was talking about entries around, yeah, sort of like 93-ish, 93.5 would have been where I'd be looking to take entries. And then like idea would be for me would be to push to this sort of area after seeing like entries there, see if we can get into a trade up to this sort of point here now what we're sort of coming into. But I think any more than that makes sense. Yeah, you got in today. Yeah, nice. Yeah, makes sense. I think as well, like you think once we get a solid 4-hour closure, I mean, if the volume's there, you know, we'll then get a bit of structure, like I was saying earlier. So ideally, you'd want to see, this 4-hour candle close bullish. If it can close above the previous, like so, then we would want to see within that new 4-hour bottom wick. To do this, we would want to see in the lower time frame, we would want to see a higher support structure. So in this 4-hour candle, we can see price comes up, creates a resistance, which hopefully will be in the wick of the 4-hour candle, and then you would expect in the new 4-hour candle a support to be formed, and then a break of that resistance and a change in structure. And that is how you'd expect to see your 4-hour candles setting up. That is what I would be looking at. Trying to pass my challenge. Oh, cool. Sounds good. What challenge are you doing? What's the fund? What funding company did you go with? GJ is actually dead. Straight up rejecting that area, so won't be getting anything from me. But yeah, if you get to 2006, you should be alright. Should get a decent amount of profit for your funded account there. 50k on the funded trade. Nice. Sounds good, man. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I don't trade funded. I just trade my own funds. But I understand why people want to do it. My only advice ever to people that do ask me, so I get a lot of people that say to me what I think about funded accounts, and I just say, look, you know, as long as you're either already consistent, then that's fair enough, because obviously no point in doing a challenge to get funded if, you know, you're not consistent, because then you're just throwing money down the toilet that you could, by losing the challenges, that you could be putting into your own account. Yeah, I'm just trying to learn, but obviously a lot of people aren't going to do that. I passed the 5k account and now I'm trying to build. Alright, cool, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, so if you've passed a 5k account and you're consistent, then yeah, it makes sense to go for the 50. Oh, thank you, Chip. Appreciate that, mate. Got another subscription. But yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, that, like I said, that would be my only advice to people. Was as long as you're consistent, then I think it's not bad. I mean, even if you're like, let's say you got your own funded account already, and then you're looking to, like as in you've got your own funds to trade, and then you want to go with a funded account, you could do that and have us, you know, like a secondary income. That I'm cool with that. I'm also cool with people that maybe don't have thousands to invest, but they're consistent, they know how to trade. That's fine. It's just for these people that I try and help and say, look, you know, don't throw your money down the toilet by trying to get funded when you're not ready to be funded. But me personally, I just like trading my own funds. That's just my personal. But you know, I've been doing this for years now, so I wouldn't see why I would do it any other way. I've been trading my own funds since day one, to be honest. If you go on my Instagram and you go to my stories, you're going to see all of my trades from back in, when was the last one? April 2020, all the way back from April 2020. Showed live trades on my own account, not even a funded, all my own account. So no one can say I ain't been doing this for long. So I've been doing this for long. Trust. Personal funds way better. Yeah, I personally agree. But it is personal preference, I suppose. Yeah, me personally, I definitely much prefer trading my own funds. Having access to, you know, I like to withdraw weekly. That's my thing. I like to withdraw weekly. I like to take a wage from it. So, end of the day, I have way more control over that if it's my own funds. I get to choose how much as well, if I want to withdraw all my profit or a small portion or half, whatever, I can do that. And you know, I can take the full amount out at any point if I want to. If I'm in a, you know, if I hit any financial difficulties or whatever, I've got all control on that. but I understand that some people don't have the money to put a lot invested into trading, which I get. I do understand that, but also as we do have to understand it takes a bit of time to build, you know, build that investment. So yeah, it's just one of them things. But yeah, thanks for coming on, Chip. Anyway, appreciate the sub as well. But yeah, GJ completely rejecting at this stage. Start to create resistance. So we did say as well, if you start to see breaks of this range, you would need to see it come back, create resistance and respect. I'm not saying that's the best trade idea, but if you're gonna sell it, that's the safest way to sell it. So where would you be looking to enter? You may have liked that, you may probably have liked that. You've got a target form there, and then continuation. You'll be looking at this area here as your continuation. But for me, I'm not looking for sales. I'm not trying to sell it. If I was like, if I'm really trying to scalp it, then yeah, of course I'd be looking for pullbacks in there, 5 minute, take entries and let it dump. But I'm not trying to do that. I was always just waiting for buys at this stage, which I was trying to wait for buys sort of above this level here, above there. But no, we've respected that, respected a higher time frame level at this stage now. So very much easily this all could just be wick on the daily, and if this is going to come down heavy, then maybe we're going to start the week rejecting the upside. Maybe want to come back down to this point, so we'll see. Excited for Wednesday, lots of red folders. Yes, yeah, I think the only thing about days like that is it makes trading tougher on that day. But if there's an option, then there's an option. You know, you might get a little nice gold move in the morning in London. You can see if you can hold it through. But problem with that, I've seen so many times, like, you'd be up decent and then the news will come and stop you, or it's very rare that it's just going to continue unless it really goes like a trickler. Unless it really goes solid. But even then, you probably want to look to secure something before news. It makes it tough, but as well for pound as well, we've got Bank of England speakers as well, so that makes it tough as well. But yeah, I'd like to see more. If we get rejections from 63 down and then break up later on in the week, then yeah, I know we're gonna have easy buys later on in the week. What time do you have to go, Donald, to work? Yeah, GJ's coming down quite hard actually. That's what I'm saying. There's like volume, but there's just no volume to the upside. But yeah, like we said, 300s, 64 300s was if the downside's going to come in. But yeah, we'll probably wait another 5 minutes and then we'll call it a day on YouTube. What time was you going to work, Donald?
Yeah, I'm getting ready right now in like 5 minutes.
Oh, alright, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna come off. I'm gonna come off in 5 minutes anyway. Yeah, gold's still very slow actually. I think very slow for her. And then GJ, yeah, it's dead, man. Dead. So it looks like no trade. I kind of was expected I wouldn't get a trade today, but I just thought, you know what, in case something decent presents, don't wanna miss that. Oof. But yeah, I think we'll look to call it a day in a minute. But yeah, guys on YouTube, thanks for coming on anyway. And thanks for those that made the effort. Had a bit of discussion, was cool. That's what we're here for. That's what I enjoy. Make sure you subscribed. Make sure you like the stream. You know the deal. But yeah, it'd be pretty cool once we get the viewers back up again. Get lots of discussion. I'm going to try and help a lot of people properly. Try and help some people become solid independent traders. So yeah. Alright, YouTube. Set you blowing your nose, Donald.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mute, bro.
that's alright, bro. Just made me laugh. No, it's all good.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick, man.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no worries, Vin. Appreciate it, mate. Take care. Thank you, Chip. It's a good discussion. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Pretty cool. But yeah, no. Dead. Ooh. Alright guys, thanks very much, take care, see everyone tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of your bank holiday. Take care, see you tomorrow.